Just as there is a special rule for factoring the difference of two squares, there are special rules for factoring the sum or difference of two cubes. The table below shows the sum of two cubes, a cubed plus b cubed, for example, would be factored as a plus b times a squared minus ab plus b squared. The difference of two cubes, for example, a cubed minus b cubed, will be factored as a minus b times a squared plus ab plus b squared. Notice the pattern. The symbols in the sum of two cubes are plus, minus, plus. The symbols in the difference of two cubes are minus, plus, plus. The only difference in the pattern between the two is the sum starts out with the sum in the first factor. The difference starts out with the difference in the first factor. Let's do some examples. Factor 125 y to the sixth power plus x cubed. Let's be reminded of our factoring of the sum of cubes. If we identify a would equal the cube root of the first term. B would be the cube root of the second term. Our first term is 125 y to the sixth. The cube root of this is 5y squared. Our second term is x cubed. The cube root of x cubed is x. Using a and b and plugging it into our pattern, our factors would then be 5y squared plus x. Our next factor would be a squared. If a is 5y squared, this means 5y squared times 5y squared, which is 25y to the fourth, minus a times b. If a is 5y squared and b is x, that would be 5xy squared. Notice I wrote the variables in alphabetical order. My last term would be b squared, so plus x squared. So my final answer is 5y squared plus x times 25y to the fourth minus 5xy squared plus x squared. If we were to factor 27x to the sixth plus y to the sixth, just reminded of our pattern. We identify a as the cube root of the first term, which is 27x to the sixth. That would give us 3x squared. B we can identify as the cube root of the second term, which is y to the sixth. That means that b equals y squared. Therefore, my factors would be 3x squared plus y squared, then 3x squared times 3x squared, which is 9x to the fourth, minus a times b, so 3x squared times y squared, 3x squared times y squared, plus b squared, so y squared times y squared, which is y to the fourth.